In this episode, I go on a train with no driver, I look at a petrol depot, and I eat a panini. Hello, welcome to my latest video, and I'm not in an airport, I'm in my office at home because this episode didn't quite go to plan. What I wanted to do was be a bit nostalgic, and I wanted to go back to the place where my interest in planes began. I'm saying interest, not passion, because I'm not an av geek, even though I'm here making YouTube content on aviation, so you'll probably say, yes Andy, you are. What I wanted to do was take you back to where my interest in aviation started, which was Birmingham Airport. I wanted to take you on the air link between the train station and the airport, but then what I wanted to do was take you up to the viewing area that I remember as a kid, where you could look out over the apron, you could see the planes coming in and out, there was the board up with the arrivals and departures, and I was going to tell you about all the memories I have of sitting there with the VHF radio, listening to the air traffic control, but I can't, because that's gone. It's not there anymore. And then I realised that's because I'm talking about 30 years ago. What there is now for their visitor area is really disappointing. At the end of car park 5, if you wanted to go, there is a bus shelter if it rains, or there's 3 picnic benches in what is their viewing area. You can see most of the runway, but you can't really see any of the apron because the fuel depot is in the way. And it left me really disappointed. So did the £20 it cost me to park. But it doesn't have to be like that. I've come to the Manchester Airport runway visitor park, which has loads going on. You've got this outdoor viewing area where you get a front row seat of both runways. You get really up close to the planes after they've come in. There's loads of picnic benches, there's covered areas for if it rains. On the weekends, they do commentary from the big tower there, telling everyone about the various aircraft that are coming in and out. There's a fairly big children's playground, which you'll understand why I've not gone too close with the camera, but it's not just about watching the planes on the other side of the fence. There are a number of planes dotted around which you can pay extra to go on, but you can go on to the Avro RJX 100, which has loads of information inside about the test version of the plane that never was really because the production of it was cancelled just after 9/11. For those who just want to watch the planes, you can't really get much closer. And unlike Birmingham, there are loads of facilities here. So there's a shop selling model planes and other aviation type gifts. There's a large cafe, it's got big windows with the screen up for the arrivals and the departures. They've also got a big screen up with flight radar as well. It's fairly priced for a cafe. It's cheaper than actually the main airport terminal. Panini chips and coleslaw cost me £7. But there's also something else here as well, which is the real jewel in the crown. In its own hangar, Concorde. Now, if you just come in, you can go and view it from the outside. If you want to go onto it, there's a number of different tour options, but the cheapest one is £6 to actually go on board. Me and Max just wanted to have a quick break and just say thank you very much for supporting the channel. Everything I do here at the moment is self-funded, so anything that you do to support me really is gratefully received. There's a number of ways you can do it. First of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Other ways, down in the description you'll find a link to my Top Cashback. It's a referral link, it costs you nothing, but Top Cashback is a great way of saving you money when you buy things online. I always use it when I'm doing travel things. It's just a great way of getting some money back. You get something, I get something. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. Another way you can support me is through the Buy Me a Coffee. You can support me either one-off or with a monthly donation. Every penny I get goes to help fund my trips, create content, and carry this channel forward. So however you support me, whether it's subscribing, whether it's using the Top Cashback link, whether it's Buy Me a Coffee, thank you very much from me and from a Sleepy Max. Right, back to the video. So Birmingham Airport, there were no facilities, no real view that you couldn't get anywhere else, and the cost for parking was 20 quid. Parking here for 2 hours, the same amount of time, was a £5. Now that's less than the actual pickup fee if you go into the airport main terminal. Just a thing on that, if you're thinking of going there because you're picking someone up or dropping them off, there's no link between the airport, so you've got to walk all the way around the outside, and there's not really a path for walking either, so don't think you can go there and save a couple of quid on your parking. So I'm back in the car, and you know, this video isn't about slating Birmingham Airport for what they do, because yes, an airport's main job is to get people on and off planes, but Manchester have shown that you can add something else. And for what I paid for the parking at Birmingham, which was 20 quid, the parking here for the same amount of time is a £5. I've had something to eat, I've had panini and chips, which was 7 quid, and I could have bought their tour of Concorde for another 6 quid. For me, Birmingham was that place to inspire when I was a kid. Manchester will be that now for my son. He does love coming here, loves playing in the playground, loves going on the planes. One day I will take him onto the Concorde experience as well. So that last plane that came in, that was my wife and son landing, so I need to go and pick them up now. But thank you very much for watching. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you on the next one.